Hi. It is late in the week for the old FOC CCB um, gobbledygook. But here we are. It's time to go through the books that we've got to order tomorrow. So you've got until 8 p.m. It's just over 24 hours to put your orders in through our online web store. I forgot my um, microphone. That's at the shop. Um, yeah. Also, we were at a convention today, and um, yeah, got up at 5 in the morning. Went to the Toronto comic book store or comic book show, and that's it. We did a convention all day. Drove back, unloaded, and had to shovel the driveway. And now I'm here, so it's a long day for us. We did buy some new product at the show. Got about a long box worth of new stuff. Sold some cool books. We sold X-Men 4, the first Scarlet Witch. We sold Journey into Mystery. I forget the issue number of the first Enchantress. Um, you know, Lots of Amazing Spider-Man. Anyway, you're here for the new releases. So we go to the Canadian Comic the CanadianComicBin.com, and we're going to click on the pre-sales. We've got DC, Indie, and Marvel. We'll start off with DC. And here we go. It's the last day, or the last week for Batman Hush sequel. We do have the omnibuses for the original sequel and the Absolute Edition for 30% off if you want to jump in on that. And we're doing 20% off of the 20th edition hardcover. There's some new additions to Batman 158. They did a giant size. It's expensive, but it's giant size. It's foil. It's got the A cover. It's measuring at 11 inches by 17 inches. So it's a big old widescreen version of this book. So it's, how much is this? It's $28.99. But the cool thing, the Launch Party glow-in-the-dark foil. So you get a nice cool foil, but it glows in the dark like that. And I thought that was pretty cool. First Enchantress, well, somebody bought it, man. It's gone. We had it in the store, it was available, but we brought it to the show and somebody scooped it. So yeah, there you go. All the covers are available. Jim Lee's, the connecting covers, J. Scott Campbell, Delato. We are selling a Delato set if you want all the parts together. 150 Dan Mora. We've got Tony Daniel, blank, a foil. You guys have been seeing these. You may have missed this the last time, but it's a more expensive Sean Murphy cover. But yeah, last week these have been up for so long. But let's jump into the other stuff. Absolute Wonder Woman number 6. Love this book. You should be reading it. You should all be reading it. And the variants are pretty cool too. We got Sean Murphy. I like that one. And Sway. Sway's cool. He's a great artist. And Jenny Frison is doing the International Women's Month variant covers. See a lot of her. And there's a really cool 125 bundle. Dustin Nyan. I like that. Eyeball Wings. First Enchantress. Yeah. No, we did the Toronto Comic Book Show this today, and so we're selling some books. We're buying some books, and yeah. Absolute Martian Manhunter number 1. There's a bunch of covers. There was supposed to be a Jeff Spokes variant, but they canceled that, so we had to delete that. with Guillaume March. It's looking like a trippy book. Raphael Albuquerque connecting cover. The foil, I do like the logo design. It's a foil as well. You're blank, and if you want all 7 covers, it's 20% off. Peacemaker presents the Vigilante Eagle-y double feature. So you're getting both Eagle-y and Vigilante. And James Gunn is writing this, so I don't know if this is his first comic he's ever written. If it is, that's kind of cool. You got 4 different covers, but one of them is a foil, so it's the same as cover A. Superman 24, Dan Mora. I'm always a big fan of Dan Mora art. And Williamson is still writing that. We've got our David Nakayama variant. And we got Guillaume March. Have I noticed an increase in sales now that the main comics piracy website was shut down last week? I have not. I have not whatsoever. I'm sure a lot of the people who were pirating comics were just like, they're free, I might as well just read them, and that's that. Maybe some of those people just start buying their comics. Maybe they won't. Who knows? I didn't even hear about that, but thanks for the tips. But I haven't not noticed an increase. Raphael Grassetti. There you go. It looks like our boy who played Superman in the movies. English fellow. I don't know, man. These courtside variants, just not for me. Wonder Woman 19. Tom King, Sam Pierce, a wraparound. It's like penguins jumping in. Another David Nakayama. Guess you can call that a bondage cover. She's tied up. Is that Sam Pierce? Who did that one? Yeah. No. It's not Sam Pierce wraparound because that's over there. Again, I did this before too, where I put the wrong title. Nicholas Scott. Yeah, you see, I hate these basketball ones. I just don't see why they need to do those. Justice League Unlimited. It's a really fun series, guys. Pick it up. They're all still cover price. Yeah. Who did that one? Zerdy. Oh yeah, Zerdy. Mark Spears, another Mark Spears cover. Doing his Flash Superman race. And Roca as a variant. A little creepy, a little dark. And there's another Frism. So she's doing regular Wonder Woman and Absolute Wonder Woman. Green Lantern 21. Excuse me. I thought I was going to be more into the Green Lanterns with this Fractal Lantern storyline, but I read the first 2 parts and it just didn't connect me to it. I wasn't feeling it, which is sad. I was really hoping it was going to be something cool. But this thing is cool, and I love the Green Arrow storyline. I love the art. It's one of the cooler things I'm reading right now. Al Kaplan. And Flash 19, Mike Del Mondo. I'm going fast to these. I love Eclipso. I remember reading him in the 90s, and I thought it was such a cool thing when they did that big universe crossover thing. Eclipso had his one shot with the jewel on it. Yeah, I like him. Another Nakayama. And Segovia. I do like the Segovia cover. Normally I choose the Del Mundo one, but Segovia for that one. Harley Quinn 49. We're leading up to a 50th issue. Elizabeth Torque on A covers. We got a Nakayama, little video game type Street Fighter thing. It's fun. And Jorge Fornes. I like the cross-eyed. That's fun. And here you go, another basketball one. It's probably the best one I've seen so far. Derek Chews. Metamorpho number 4. There you go. Tyler Crook B cover. And some Power Girl. Yeah, it's all right. Tulaski. People have been enjoying the Tulaski variants. We've been selling out the couple we put on the stands from different titles. Black Canary, second to last issue. Tom King's and Ryan Sook's Little Run. I do like this B cover by Joel Jones. Yeah, I love Joel Jones. The next installment of the long Halloween, last Halloween. What do we got doing? Enrico Martin or Marini is the interior, and here is his Mr. Freeze variant cover. And Joyce Chin doing her best, Tim Sale. And we've got a couple of facsimiles. Batman's Strangest Cases, limited collector's edition. So it's going to be one of those big ones. Neil Adams, Bernie Wrightson, Foil, Blank, Mad. We put out a ton of Mad magazines, and people have been picking at them. So if you want the original covers, we've got quite a lot of them. I recognize this one. We have that one up there. Superman Day is going to come. Whether or not we do something for it, honestly, I don't know if we will. Whenever we've tried to do like the Batman Day or the Superman Day, we just haven't had people really come in. So, if you want to order some of these special covers, like the Foil All-Star, Blank, Foil for all seasons, and they're doing a larger sized Action Comics number 1, just like the Detective Comics that came out a little while ago. But you can do a Dan Mora homage, which is kind of cool. I like that. And then a foil version as well. And here, Blank. And that is the DC. We're motoring through. I'll be done and relaxing in no time. Let's jump into the indie comics. Couple of last minute things. Lucky Devils, number 1, third printing is Jenny Frism. But they're doing a 1 in 25 foil variant version. So if you want to buy 26 copies, we'll give you 30% off. And there you go. Bitterroot had a huge following, and they're really expensive books. They're tough to get, like the beginning of the run. And we've got a sequel. Stanford Green is doing the art still, so that's kind of cool. Trad Moore has a wraparound, but I'm assuming it's going to be colored. And then there's a blank. Universal Monsters, The Mummy. These have sold fairly well, all of them, like across the board. Maybe the Creature from the Black Lagoon did a little bit less than Dracula and Frankenstein, but people enjoy these. So hopefully they stick around for this one. And there's a Middleton variant, a blank one. And this guy right here, we're taking everyone down with us. Number 1, I read the copy. I think it's great. You should give it a shot. It's a 6-issue miniseries. It's a good read. It's for adults because there's some adult content, but really, give it a go, guys. The B cover by Ulyss, I guess. Tula Lote. I really like Tula Lote art, and whenever I bring in like some copies of her variants on the stand, I'm like, oh, people are going to love this. And they sit. So I don't think our customers are Lotte fans, so I'm going to have to stop putting her variants on the stands. Josh Hood die cut variant, like that little gunshot through the robot shoulder. And You'll Do Bad Things, number 1, Tyler Both. Another miniseries. 10 years since the release, he came in with a smile. True crime smash hit, chronicled the brutal murders by the nursery rhyme killer. There you go. If you like true crime stuff, this might be your thing. Cover B, though, that's kind of cool. Might have to let Chelsea jump in on that because she loves true crime. Kids, number 1. It's a Garth Ennis one-shot. It's magazine size, and I don't know what this is about. Terrifying instant, every child below the age of 1 disappears to replaced by creatures beyond their mother's and father's understanding. Oh, so that's going to be kind of dark and cool. I think I'd go for the A cover, I suppose. Last part of Dull Parts, Dust to Dust. I couldn't get anybody to start reading this. A couple people picked up number one, but never followed through. That's okay. It's not for everybody, right? Feral, your A cover, and is this? Is it a Scream? No, it can't be Scream. Is it Scream? I don't know. What homage is that? What one? G.I. Joe. Um, I thought there's supposed to be like a first appearance or something in this. I could be wrong. Was meant to check Key Collector to update me on any kind of first appearances, but I do like that cover. Halo and Hornsby, our readership is kind of dried up on that one. Lucky Devils is still going. People are picking it up. I'm assuming that as it goes on, we'll decrease what we put on the stands, but so far we're doing all right. Another Tradmore variant. Monstrous 56. The art in that stuff is awesome. Knights number 14. Number 1 has been selling crazy well. We had a bunch of copies sitting in the shop and nobody bought it. Got announced. They were buying them for $20 a pop. Radiant Black 32 seasons. I have read 1 and 2 and I like the series. It's a quirky fantasy. It's cute. It's well written. I love it. Void Rivals. Whatever. Far Down Below. Christopher Condon. And Condon is writing Green Arrow, which I really like. So I am curious about this thing. What do you got? Summer of 1983. I was 3 years old then. Escape for a rainy day boredom by exploring Brian's abandoned family home, notorious haunted house. What could they find in their sleepy eastern Pennsylvania suburb will unlock the doors to adventure and danger. All right. Kill Train number 3. People bought 1 and 2, so hopefully they go for number 3. If you liked Beyond the Trees Where Nobody Sees, this is a one-shot done by Patrick Horvath. So there you go. Lots of different covers to choose from. None of them are really outstanding for me, but yeah, always go with A if you don't really care about the other covers. Department of Truth 29. Makes me think of a Joker cover. Gunslinger. We always got some nice covers with these Spawn ones. Ultra Mega, last one. This was on FOC before. This next few, they're going to be repeats, I believe. Yeah, our Last Flight from Distillery is finally back up again. Zootopia number 3 is up. Darkwing, DuckTales, Space Quest is still up there. Terminator. We all went through these before. The Great British Bump Off, number 1. Kill or Be Quilt. Dark Horse Comics. And there's a B cover. Jump Scare. We sold out of number 1. I actually have to see if we can reorder. I like this cover better than the A cover. Horror fan turned vigilante. That's what it is. I thought she was a murderer, but horror fan turns vigilante. So yeah, I'm gonna actually, when we get into work tomorrow, I'm gonna see if I can order more copies of number 1. Night Watch TMNT. There's a big old bear crushing skulls. Don't have the B cover. Hello Darkness. I was told by one of our customers that I should give this a read. It's really good. Jenny Frisen's got a snake belly. Jenny Frisen will be at C2E2. But this Del Mundo cover, that is awesome. Old cassette head. The anniversary cover we don't have, and Red Before Black we don't have. But there's a bunch of Valiant restarts going on right now. These are supposed to be out earlier, but I think with all the diamond stuff, they put a pause. Um, but it looks pretty cool. I was always a fan of the Bloodshot movie. I feel bad because it got released like right when COVID hit, and so everything was shutting down and nobody could go see it. But I thought it was really well done, and had a chance, perhaps we would have seen more Valiant Universe movies. There's also a Virgin um, cover A. Exo Manowar was always one of my favorites when I was reading Valiant stuff. And I did enjoy the reboot with Carrie Nord. Yeah, 3 covers. Return of the Living Dead. There you go. Mark Spears does the A covers. Been selling well. But I do like the D. Well, that's kind of funny. But I like the D cover a lot too. It's pretty cool. Powerpuff Girls, Powerpuff Girls. Silverhawks #3, A cover is now Mark Spears, not Perillo. And Jay Lee. They seem to be focusing on this villain, James Stokoe. And Ivan Towers wasn't available. And yeah, like I said from the beginning, Lyrics Lee is going to be doing a character-based cover for each issue. The foil, there you go. And Vampirella gets a new volume. Hey, we've got 6 people hanging out for a second or two. If you're joining us, we already did the DC FOCs. You can always just go to the website and check it out again. All these are due to be ordered tomorrow by 8 p.m. All right, so Perillo. Always going to see a Perillo Vampirella cover, right? It's always there. Greg Land has been jumping on. And Mark Spears, there you go. It's a cool one. I think you did a good job. Cosplay. Well, there you go. There's a foil Greg Land, a blank. And there is a nude Perillo variant. There you go. If you want the metal, which is expensive, it's 140. There you go. And the Virgin, which is 70. Latest from Die Hard, and Heavy Metal is back. And funny enough, I bought a bunch of Heavy Metal magazines at this convention, even the #1, and a lot of the later ones too. But we've got Hildebrandt doing the A cover. We got Frazetta on the B. Tarna. I like that one. We've got Grimaldi, astronaut driving a race car. Sixella. And we got a blank one. There's also a Not Safe for Work lovers cover. Robot and human together at last. Endeavor is also back on the FOC. It was taken off before, but here we go. It's back up. Let's see if it stays there. Through Red Windows and City Beneath Her Feet and Life, Midnight Airlines. All these things have been on the FOC for a while. So hopefully they show up again. And I made a mistake by adding a lot of these extra books a month in advance. So we'll just kind of keep them on the page, but we'll go through them when they actually get their turn. So that is the indie books. Marvel. Finish it up with Marvel. Omnibuses. If you are an omnibus buyer, we would love to sell you omnibuses. We take 30% off. We will pre-order anything, and if it's in print, we'll order it in, and it's always going to be 30% off. We're just not going to stock them because it's just too much money for us now. We just don't make money like we used to, sadly. We've got a couple of new comic boxes. Incredible Hulk taking on Thor. But this one already has a bunch of pre-orders. Jeff the Land Shark got his own box. Venom, number 3. Adam Kubert, second printing. But people care about this guy. We get to see who Venom is, or the all-new Venom. Number 5 is the big reveal. Clayton Crane has 4 different variants. So when I added a bunch of these images, they gave us small ones. I used a couple of different sites to grab our images from, and they weren't available in one, they weren't available in the other, but they only had small images available. So maybe some of these we won't even bother clicking on. But Clayton Crane has done 4 different covers with 4 of the different possibilities. Who's it going to be? I don't know. Eric Larson, drawn all new Venom. I loved Art Larson back in the day. You know, as people get older, they're not as tight as they used to be, but that's okay. And the connecting cover, and there's a spoiler, so we won't know what that looks like until like the week of release. Concert of Champions, Jason Liu. So it's going to be a fun kind of series. You got Duke back there. Looks like a lady shark. I don't know. But you've got Ji Hyung Lee. People like the Ji Hyung Lee and Talvera. It's a nice, sexy pose. But there's also a Marvel Rivals variant. Sorry about the small image, but it's there. Daredevil, Cold Day in Hell, 3-issue Daredevil, Old Man. I love these future versions, these old versions of characters. They're always a fun story. But if you haven't read the Bendis, I think it's Bendis Maliv, maybe Sinkovich did some stuff too. It was an 8-issue miniseries, and it's about the future, what happened to Daredevil, and it was awesome. I don't remember what it's called. Rose Besh, this is going to be another small image. A bunch of these are, sadly. There's your Frank Miller. Frank Miller. And Lionel Yu. There you go. I hope you guys are going to give this a go. I think it'll be a good one, but expensive. Yeah. The latest Deadpool. Torrin Clark still on there. Wolverine's making an appearance. Deadpool and Wolverine have been together so often as of late. Maybe a little too much. Who did that cover? It's a nice one. Jessica Fong. There you go. And the Deadpool April Fool's Day variant. A second print for Doom Academy #1. Helverine 5 has a spoiler variant, so we don't know what's going to happen, but that's kind of fun, eh? And a Kumar variant. It's taking on Mephisto. Mortal Thor #22. Alex Ross still doing the covers. Looks like Surtur down here. And we got a Dan Panosian variant. Gia Russo, there's going to be a ton of these Gia Russo. Oh man, I should have done this. Sorry guys, you don't need to see my face bigger than the screen. It's the second time I forgot to fix that. You're going to be seeing a lot of Gia Russo covers. He's doing these big connecting, long-running things. Ironheart's got a new series. I don't know if people care about Ironheart right now because it's been some time since she's been around, and the Black Panther movie was forever ago, and I think her show got canceled. Like, I don't know if that's still happening on Disney Plus, but Marvel Rivals one shot. It's a new story from the video game creators. They're writing this as well. We got Jeff the Landshark in there. I think this is going to be a hit. And we got some variant covers. Adam Warren. Sorry, this is a smaller one, but we got a big old Galactica there. Galactus's daughter. And Miles Morales, #32. More team-ups, Thor and Hercules. and Megan Hetrick variant. I apparently have the wrong image on this one. It's supposed to be the Lubera, and I just used the same A cover. Sorry about that, guys. Moon Girl, Devil Dinosaur, 10th anniversary special. Looks like she'll be teaming up with a lot of people, including Impossible Man, who is always there to cause trouble. 4 different covers here. Todd Knock. And Moon Knight, Fist of Khonshu. 8 Ball. There you go. And Deadpool. There. Who doesn't love Deadpool? Excuse me. Like I said, Gia Russo. And another 8 Ball playing pool. They should have talked and said, like, hey, we're both going to have him holding a pool cue. Psylocke number 6. And Alex Maleev variant. And Fan Yang. Not familiar with her, but it's a nice cover. Spider-Boy number 18. Spider-Boy number 12. People started picking that one up because of the first appearance of Spider-Girl. She got announced that she's going to be doing a solo series. So a lot of people scooping up that. 3rd print for Ultimate Wolverine 1. Ultimate X-Men number 14. Peach still going strong. Nicolette Baldari. That's a cool cover. Really do want to jump back into it. And I think this is the last issue of the West Coast Avengers. It was only meant to be a mini-series. We got our Capcom variant. The video game stuff, you know. And Campana. Another Gia Russo connecting cover. And X-Men number 14. Is Stegman back on? Yeah, Stegman is back doing interiors again. And another Gia Russo connecting cover. We've got our Capcom. I saw Jaden today at the show. He was buying up a Storm. X-Men 14 variants. And David Lopez, Deadpool, April Fool's Day variants. Fantastic Four, facsimile, first Silver Age namer as we know him. And we get a foil one. And Godzilla takes on Hulk. Green on green. We got Ed McGuinness. Yeah, a lot of these images were missing, and I had to rip the small ones. My favorite is this one. I like the posters. They've been doing those for all of them. Nick Bradshaw. Look at that. We're almost done, guys. I can just go and relax. It's 8 o'clock at night. And actually, I like the Stonehouse one too. Tiny image. And Koblish, Scott Koblish. A little cartoony. I want less cartoony. I wish they had got a couple that were a little more detail oriented, you know, a little more. If you can get like a verging on realistic type cover, that would have been kind of cool to see. But you know, get what you get. Yeah, I like the poster one the best. So that's it. That's all the pre-sales. You've got 24 hours and 1 minute, and then that's it. I got to put my order in. It's a long day with the convention and this and shoveling and driving, so I'm tapping out. Thanks for lingering here a little bit with me, and go spend your money. Have a good night.